When every day feels uncertain, how do you navigate in a safe, smart way financially? What's your game plan? I'm Dhani Jones, former professional football player and business owner. Today we're exploring all things credit, what it is, what it means, and how it can help you get through a crisis and build towards a better financial future. First up, let's head to Santa Fe, New Mexico to meet Jessica Ortiz. Jessica is a public artist from Santa Fe, New Mexico. 2020 was going to be one of her busiest years. She had just put down a deposit on her first home, a financial dream that took years of savings and building up her credit to achieve. Then, COVID-19 struck. One by one, her projects canceled, and she found herself back where she never wanted to be, racking up credit card debt and contemplating the very real possibility of homelessness.
This was the scariest time I've ever experienced.
With the help of her community, she navigated the worst of the pandemic. She picked up side work and was able to move into her new home. Now, Jessica's looking to the future and trying to get back on track. To help her make a game plan, I'm hooking Jessica up with credit specialist Yaneli Espinal. Yaneli is a financial educator in New York City. She shares her own personal experiences to help people across the country navigate through choppy financial waters. The first in her family to go to college, Yaneli racked up $25,000 of debt while on a full-ride scholarship.
Because I had to learn how to get myself out of that hole that I dug myself into.
Her message now is to focus on the fundamentals, and the place to start is credit.
My big goal with Jessica is for her to be able to feel like I know what to do and I feel good about those actions.
While the pandemic might keep us in our homes, I'm not going to let it stop us from connecting. I shipped some gear to Jessica and Yaneli so we can safely meet up and lay out a game plan. Jessica, it's so good to meet you. So give me some perspective of how big your art business was before COVID-19 and where your art business went during COVID-19.
My schedule was filled all the way up until December. I was completely booked, and within a week and a half, they were all gone.
Every single one of them?
Every single one of them was gone.
I mean, how did you support yourself then?
I basically turned to my credit card and lived off of my credit card. Every single purchase I made was on that card.
You're talking about like one card?
It was 2 credit cards.
Did you max them out?
Almost.
You've got such a great business and all of a sudden COVID-19 hit. You've got to be thinking to yourself, I want to get myself back on track.
Oh, definitely.
When you turn that corner, where do you want to be? Where are you trying to get to?
I want to get back to where I was. I want to be able to be comfortable, be stable, and not have that extra pressure, that weight on myself.
So how much do you know about your credit score?
In general, very little.
That's what today is all about. So I'm going to bring in our financial educator, Yaneli Espinal, who has been through this before. She gets it.
So I just want to say, Jessica, so many people are going to relate to what you're going through. It's such a common situation. I'm really excited to jump in and help you because I think we can do a lot with your credit score.
What's the first piece to our game plan for Jessica to get on her path?
Let's start with credit monitoring. It is really important for people to be checking up on their credit to see about any changes or updates there might be. We're gonna use a resource called My Credit Guide. It was created by American Express in cooperation with TransUnion and VantageScore. Offers you tools, information, and your VantageScore credit score so you can take charge of your credit. So let's go ahead and have you log in so we can check it out.
Jessica, how's it look?
671.
When you were building up to get your house and everything, where were you?
I was in the mid 700s.
So we are talking about almost 100-point drop in a couple months then. What things kind of changed between then and now?
I know for a fact it was me using my credit card. Some of the payments that were part of my mortgage were pending. I didn't want to touch my cash and jeopardize that.
You know, in an economic time that is really challenging, people tend to lean on credit because the cash that they do have, they really want to preserve, which makes sense, right? You never know when you're going to need that cash. And the question really is, if I see my credit score dipping, what can I do right now to fix it and to improve it? So right now, Jessica, we're just looking at your Vantage Score credit score, which is 671. But there's a bigger picture about your financial health that we want to consider, which is all of the information from your TransUnion credit report as well.
What's the difference between a credit report and a credit score?
The TransUnion credit report is going to have all the details about your past account history, whereas the result of all of those details is actually going to be your Vantage Score credit score. There's going to be 5 factors that make up that credit score: payment history, utilization, age of credit, the mix of credit types that you have. It's better to show that you can actually borrow in diverse ways and manage it well. And then finally, it's going to be new inquiries. I'm a little bit nervous because Jessica mentioned that she was maxing out her credit cards. So I'm like sweating a little bit for you, girl. I want to see that utilization. So let's click that.
I'm a little clammy myself,
So we mentioned that you want to try to be around 30%. Let's look at where you are for utilization.
94%.
The important thing about this is not to sit here and be like, oh my goodness, Jessica, you got a 94% utilization. No, what we want to do is start thinking creatively about how you can increase your score. So within my credit guide, there's a really great tool called Score Goals, and it was created by American Express in cooperation with TransUnion and Vantage Score. It's gonna empower you to find out what are the things that you can do to improve your credit score. So that's where I wanna take you, to click on the Score Goals section here. You said you wanna go back to pre-COVID-19 times where you were like in the mid-700s. So let's click mid-700s and see what happens. So I think a good realistic time frame would probably be 12 months. So click on that, and then when you're ready, hit Set Goal. Okay, so here we got payment activity and percentage of credit used are the top 2, which is exactly what we were just talking about, right? How do you think that you're doing so far in terms of making all your payments on time?
I don't have any late payments, but I also show on here that there is 1 bad mark.
You've been doing a really great job at making all your payments on time. And then the collection account, it looks like it wasn't anything recent, and it also looks like it's paid.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you did the right thing, which is to address it right away. Be proactive. Part of your game plan is really going to be focusing on maintaining that squeaky clean payment history record that you have. You want to make sure you do not miss any of the minimum payments on your credit cards, and especially not that home mortgage, because you just got a beautiful house, girl. You do not want to miss any of these monthly payments, because the moment that you do, that's when you're going to start to see an impact on your score. If you do feel like you're going to start to get a challenging situation, you're not sure if you're going to be able to make that payment, I would definitely say contact the lenders and let them know so that you can work with them to help yourself kind of maintain good standing with your credit report. Now, in terms of that utilization rate being 94%, let's talk about how we can change it. So the goal is to get the percentage down. There's a few ways to improve your utilization. One of them is to pay down your balance aggressively. And in this case, given the economic environment that we're experiencing, that's probably gonna be really hard. And so one thing you could do is to call up the credit card companies and ask them if they're willing to increase your credit limit, but only if you can promise that you are not going to be tempted to just go spending on the credit cards again with all the new available credit.
You have to be mentally strong. Okay, Jessica?
I've literally physically taken that card out of my wallet.
Yes, you got to mentally prepare to be ready for those temptations to come in for you to say, no, I'm focusing on what really is important to me right now.
What's one of the most important takeaways, Yaneli, that you always give to people?
I think the big takeaway from this whole experience, hopefully for Jessica and also for people watching, is like, take action where you can.
We all go through challenging times, and right now is probably one of the most challenging times that we've all seen our entire life. Yaneli, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for giving us so much advice. Jessica, thank you so much.
Definitely. I'm excited to get this ball rolling.
Jessica is on her way with a game plan for success. It's a long road ahead, but by sticking to her on-time payments and getting creative to lower her credit utilization, Jessica can take control of her credit score and get back to doing what she loves.